Good morning, Roy.
Good morning. Extended unrequested vacation time we had.
Yeah, well, we had some issues yesterday. We overcame those issues so far today, so makes today a good day.
Yes, sir.
How we doing this
So
morning?
doing good. Doing good. We had a nice kind of I'd say a little bit of a choppy fun day yesterday, and now it may play out again today. We
Sorry.
had some swings, but nothing nothing too wacky.
Yeah,
Kind of still in
good.
this range on the daily chart. And had a good weekend and got to relax a little bit. Got to watch the football. Got to recharge for this week.
Got your lost both your picks and your weekly
Yeah,
pick, so
yeah,
there's that.
yeah. We're back to normal, so it's good.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
to the Mormons didn't do it for me this time. Excellent game, as we talked about yesterday. It's a fantastic game to watch. And then yesterday I had the Bucks plus 3.5. They lost by 10. Probably should have lost by 20, but regardless, we take our L and we move forward.
That's right. Long season, Roy. Long season.
I did take the over in that game personally, which ended up playing out pretty nicely. So, though I
There
missed
you
my
go.
pick, I did make actual money on it. So,
Hey, that's what matters, right? That's what matters.
yeah. So,
Slow news day
the,
today on the market side.
yeah, you got now earnings kind of dominating things. We'll flip over to that real quick. So, you had Verizon this morning, GM, 3M, and then later today, you got some solar with Enphase. And then Texas Instruments will be an interesting one. Then tomorrow's the big earnings of the day or the week is Tesla after hours. But even before that, you've got pre-market tomorrow. You got Boeing, AT&T, Coca-Cola. So get to see some of these pricing
Uh-oh.
power plays. Get to see some transportation, fun stuff.
CME Group tomorrow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And all sets up. Next week is the crazy week of all the earnings. So that one is that one you got all 5 of your 7 Mag 7s reporting.
Yeah, definitely setting that.
So
It's the tech earnings is the real movers. So be interesting to see how that plays out next week.
so
We've
we
got
are
light day today. We can actually hold on before you can. Let's just since we're talking about news, let's just run through news real fast.
I
You
was
don't
gonna say you
mind?
may have a candle by candle here though.
And wait a second. Wait a second.
Sorry.
Nothing crazy today. Right. Then we get into tomorrow. You do have you got Bowman speaking in the morning. Like I said, we got these
Mhm.
earnings coming out pre-market. The BOC rate statement, rate decision that could impact our market. Any crude traders, we do have crude inventories, crude oil inventories tomorrow. U.S. existing home sales actually could be a big one. U.S. existing home sales could be a big one tomorrow. So definitely want to keep an eye on that one. And then we have, seems like the French have stuff every single day now here lately. So you got a lot of foreign stuff coming out, and we've got some more earnings. You got initial jobless claims at 7:30. That's a big one. You got hammock, whatever. I've never heard of them. So
No, I haven't heard of them.
then no, that's a new one, right? And then you got
Yeah.
services PMI coming out, home sale units. So you got some stuff gonna move the market then. Then we go into pretty much nothing. You got more Canadian news, and then the old University of Michigan sentiment coming out. So it's what to watch there. Were you back on yours? We did not get a candle
Yeah.
by candle.
We did not. It looked like it was setting up, but you didn't get you got a pretty bearish close there. So
I want to show everybody this morning. We actually, so I think before me and Roy, before we even got on our stream this morning, our pre-stream, we both saw this bullish candle here, right? So we both entered here without knowing what we're doing. It shows you we're kind of getting a step. I took profit. I had 3. I took profit on 1 up here, and in all honesty, I should have got out right here because it gave a bearish candle by candle, and it actually, this bearish candle by candle actually played out better. You could have got in at 58.74.25, and it went all the way down to 58.61.50. So I mean, you're looking at a 15-point move there that would have been a nice payday, but missed that one. So we will definitely have more opportunities. You had one here pre-market. So I think myself and Roy, we're going to focus on candle by candle again today. I did it once yesterday. Yesterday was a tougher day to play candle by candle. Didn't give as many opportunities as it normally does. And then you were getting, like you had here, you were getting immediate reversal. So once you saw that candle by candle reverse to the opposite side, you had to play it, or you were getting stopped out. So what we're going to look at today and kind of try to play it that way and see how it goes.
Yep. I gotta wait for the zone. Good morning, good sir. Left us for the Wolves yesterday. Sorry, man. Had some technical issues, but we're back today. We did not enjoy it.
Moral of the story is, if you make changes on YouTube, you have to re-request live again. So, and it takes 24 hours once you request to get approval. So, learning moment for us there.
And we requested it about 24 hours ago, which was about 15 minutes before the show started. So we didn't know if we were going to go live this morning, but thankfully it got all worked out. So we're back. We're just now going to be patient, wait for our entries. This week is light on the news front, so that, obviously some earnings are taking the lead as far as the dominant story. So this is where technicals and chop and things like that really, really shine. So,
well, they should really shine.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's got a notice from Bookmap that they're having a ready to trade risk-free and win $1,000. Join our futures trading competition now.
All right.
I've never traded on Bookmap. I don't know if I would like to trade on Bookmap. I know you can trade through Bookmap, but I just don't. I don't know. I was actually looking. I had this morning, Roy, is something I hadn't looked at in a long time. I pulled it up here. I was looking at the pre-market movers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, you had some names like you had RRC, RTC, MSC all moving up. Then I noticed the down movers, and I saw an old what was the Atlas play? TIGR. Remember them?
Oh, yeah.
They are 8.2% down this morning. And what's really surprised me, though, is they're at 683. So they had to do some reverse splits or something, because it was never 683 back when I played it.
No. That's a throwback there, man.
GE has earnings, was it tomorrow, I think, and they are down 5.79%. GE Aero, so 182.899. They've done some reverse splits too, haven't they? Or did something. Because back when I used to watch them, it seemed like they were trading around the $40 to $50 range. So,
well, potentially though, GE could have done an organic reverse split with it just dropping off a cliff.
You are correct. The aerospace thing they have actually got, so they make most of the, I don't know if they make all of them, but they make a good many of their motors and components in my hometown of Batesville, Mississippi now.
Mm.
Yeah, they make the aerospace motors and stuff.
I know the GE Energy stuff has gone way up based on this kind of nuclear hype
Do they
thing.
split everything off?
They basically
separate?
have, yes. They have
Okay.
GE, like Energy, GE. Yeah, so they've split it all up.
You can see I hadn't just looked at stocks like that in a while. In a minute.
Interesting. You went to the movers. What platform do you do to look at your movers?
That was on FSM. And then I also, if you do Weeble and you can actually do it on TradingView too. You can look at the biggest movers on there, both
Yeah.
of those. This was FSMN News. Got an alert on it.
Cool.
He's trying to expand his stuff a little bit, so we might end up supporting him in the Discord once he gets. He's going to do it in a Discord. It's going to be a paid service, but we might look at it just to. He's been doing it for a while, and I think he lost his personal job, so he's trying to go all in on the news part. So I'm all about sports.
Tip of the cap to him. He's done a good service for a lot of traders.
And it's been up until he lost his job, it was 100% free. So I think you can subscribe to his Twitter now for like $5 a month or something to get everything. Do you guys see similarities between level 2 market and Bookmap? They're exactly the same, though. Yeah. So all you're seeing on Bookmap, you're seeing the level 2 orders in a 3D form. Yep, they're exactly level 2 on TopStep. Yep, it's still exactly the same. You're seeing the exact same orders. If you look,
it's just a display thing is all really Bookmap is doing.
Yeah, so you look here, you see these orders at 58.60 right here, and then if you go there, you'll see the same orders down at 58.60. You just see them. It's just a 3D version here compared to what the other is. And we are getting a.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a potential candle here.
Candle by candle here if it holds. We still got 2 minutes. So one thing about candle by candle, what it teaches you to be patient. You have to let this candle close. If you get in now, then you come all the way back down here, then that it's no longer valid and it could tank on you. So.
And we learned yesterday, no bias.
Yep. We were actually talking about, there was one trade, the market I think was tanking, and me and Roy was looking. I said, Roy, it's giving us a bullish candle for candle. And Roy's like, I don't know. And I went on and took it and actually made pretty good money on it. So
actually, it could have been the trade of the day. I mean, it went from low day to almost high day.
Yeah,
or high day.
So you got to trust it. So
yeah, so I'm a believer. But you can get yourself, like you said, you got to wait for those candle closes. You gotta stick to the rules. Got to not try and rush it. I mean, there was yesterday morning, it didn't work out where we didn't get the retest that we were hoping for. It was a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Sometimes the moves happen without the all the steps getting taken.
So now you're looking, looks like we're going to get that close. So you're looking anywhere around this area. From there, actually could come up, but that little bit right there gives you a little more, like a little zone there. I'm going to move those out of the way, but we are going to watch this because we've got 20 seconds left in the candle. Unless something major happens, we are getting a signal to go long here. So being 8:15 right before open, I don't think that's a bad signal. The question is, going to give us the move back here first is what we're looking for. And here we go. Let's see if it gives us the move. Oh, you give me a little more move right here. Got it right on the top. Let's see if it gets it. It might not get the 8 right there. It might bounce off the 8, but patience is key. Patience is key. But if it gets us the field, could be a very good play. If it doesn't, if it runs up too much further up here, we're going to go and cancel this order and we'll get out of it and wait for another opportunity.
And so if you do enter it candle by candle, kind of go through the strategies here. So it has a built-in stop.
Yeah, so your
with the
stop's going to be
strategy as well.
below this candle.
Yeah.
So once it breaks this zone, so this is technically this is the candle, this red candle is the one we're trading off of. This is the one that made the bullish move. Put our stop at this low here. And then you would put your first take profit. You want to scale out, you'd put your first take profit here because you're looking for the next candle. So you would look there, and then you would have a take profit there. And then if you break that, then you could just trail it all the way up if you do get into it. And we'll make a video before long on trading candle by candle. We're going to try to make a bunch more shorts and at least come out, one or two, hopefully a week, and of what we do. Now we ran away from it a good bit, so I'm gonna go on and cancel this order because if it comes back now, we're actually probably getting a reversal more than likely. So it gave an opportunity, just didn't come straight down. We missed it by 2 ticks is where we really like to come. So it's a precise game we play. The worst thing you want to do, seriously, if it comes where this came down, if you chase it here, you actually got room to come back into this candle.
Right. It's a pretty big candle. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you get in too early, you're going to take a lot of heat. Odds are you're probably going to panic before you get the move. Because, at this point, you're down you're down 2 or 3 points. And then if you're in a XFA, that really makes a big difference. So patience is key, especially right here before open. You got to be smart before open for sure.
Right. So now that is almost, we got about 2 minutes left on the candle. You wouldn't look to chase it or any of that stuff because, like you said, you could get a potential reversal here. So the candle by candle method actually didn't. It got a little bit of the previous candle's body, but nothing to. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Nothing to give you confidence to enter in based on that strategy, but
yeah. Now, if you're wanting to take like a 21 break and run to there, that's we're talking about different strategies. So we're going to try to trade just that, but we do have zones that we're going to look at too. You can see it came down in this zone and it popped up off that zone, which would have been a good trade off the bottom of that zone. But like I said, we're trying to do candle by candle and there's no need to rush it. We're going to have multiple trades. For the first time, I think, in forever, we sit there. I pretty much sat here all day yesterday and watched the stuff and saw some good opportunities, didn't trade them correctly. Make some mistakes on XFA, trying to do something different after the point, but it is what it is.
Well. Yesterday's mistakes will not be today's mistakes. I noticed a little parallel channel. Did you happen to see any pre-market that you wanted to mark out, or are you just kind of sticking to the
you have this whole big huge channel here now. So.
Yeah. Lovely.
You can see it actually made a beautiful channel right here.
Yeah.
And that has been the channel that's held since it's done that. So
lovely. I do like those parallel channels a lot.
I have swapped over my personal futures account. I have swapped over to Weeble to give them a try. I did it a little bit yesterday. I did find the flat null button. I've got it on there now, Royce. We're good.
Oh, yeah? Go. Oh, yeah? All right.
Yep. Brackets are easy to do. The margin is a little bit different than Trade of 8. So if you're trading, like I just threw $500 in there to try it out, right? And with going 2 MES, they don't want you to go over 20% of your margin. So 2 MES on $500 is like 15% of your margin. So you are kind of close there. If something does happen, you get a big move down, or you can't do two anymore. So you just got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be liquidated.
No, that's a horrible feeling on a live account. I have had that on Trade-O-Vate. I've had a small account where $500, $700, $1,000, whatever it may be, and you get antsy. You get close to that liquidation, and then they pop you. No.
Yeah, and Trade-O-Vate was the worst, and Trade-O-Vate would give you the first one free, but then they charge you $50 next time they do it.
$50. Yep.
Yeah.
I've nailed that, and that's the other thing with going live on futures, guys. As you guys know, trading it, since it is so highly leveraged, it's really difficult to start, like Monty was saying, with the smaller amounts. What's the first rule of your live trading futures account? I always tell people you're going to lose $500 as fast as you ever thought humanly possible, just because of the unlimited trades and the leverage and all that stuff. So, you want to know thyself, give yourself some room. Don't do it if you're not quite ready yet.
Well, I've got 500 in there. Good morning,
Cashier.
And I put 500 more in there. I took everything out of Trade-O-Vate. So we're going to start with $1,000 and see what we can grow it to. So
yeah,
we're looking for nothing crazy, anywhere from 40, 50 to $100 a day, and we'll call it. We're going to do our losses, 40, $50 loss to start with, and won't lose more than that in each day. And then we'll see what we can do. Let's give it a month and see where we're at. So,
does Webull do hotkeys? Do you know?
They do, yes.
So I'm gonna gift you. I'm gonna get you like a USB buttons, buy, sell. Oh shit! And I shouldn't have said that. So you can nail it. We can do the hotkeys for you. You could just.
They do have hotkeys.
Hit it for a market order. Nice little move here, though. Man, it's a shame that didn't play out.
I'm gonna tell you something else great about it. They since I swapped over, now they've updated their DOM. The DOM is really good. You can do their ladder orders. You can do regular trade. You got a turbo trader. Turbo trader is where you get all your stuff at once. You get your market and your asking bids. You get your quantities. You have your stop loss set up there. You have everything's pretty easy, and flatten all. Gives you your position so you can see exactly where you're at. It's I wanted to not like it. I kind of like it so far. I was kind of against it yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I think I might like it a little bit now. So I hated Trade-O-Vate. I could, and it's nothing against Trade-O-Vate, but to do Trade-O-Vate, and then you got to pay your fees and all that stuff. Then if you want to trade on a different platform, because Trade-O-Vate platform is not the best trading tool to trade off of, then they're like, well, here's pay 10 more bucks. You can trade off TradingView. I didn't really like the TradingView part. If TradingView was set up like TopStep X, I would 100% still be doing it, but it's not. So I've been looking, I've checked, I've researched probably every different firm you could look at. And this is the one we're going to actually give a good run at. So
I'm actually on my to-do list is to sign up today. I've actually never used Webull. Never needed them really. So
their charting's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I did the progression, right? When I first started, I told you this yesterday. When I first started, started Robinhood, got out of Robinhood, went to Webull. I thought Webull was more professional at the time. Then I went from them to Thinkorswim. Of course, Thinkorswim was what most professionals actually used.
Loved it.
You're seeing, well, of course, since Schwab took over, you're seeing a lot of people leave them. So it's a decent setup. Their charting's good enough. It's not great by any means, but it's good enough. You can get all your EMAs. You can do your different things that we do here. So it's going to take a tad bit getting used to, Roy, for you, just a tad bit.
Give it a go. I think I have a little bit of PTSD on Apex just from other prop firms, or sorry, from Trade of 8. Kind of messed that one up, but that's all right.
Well, edit out the video.
There you go. Edit out the live video. We'll clap 3 times. But no, I'm looking for something different. I always like to tap around, and obviously TopStep X has been great for me for the prop trading stuff. So I want to maintain that, but I would like to manage my own live account again. I did enjoy that, and
well, everybody's. If you're trading futures and you're trading a prop firm, your ultimate goal should be to be able to fund your own live account where you're not dependent on anybody to do anything.
Yep.
And I guess that's part of the progression we're trying to go here is, let's TopStep's great. Don't get me wrong. TopStep is phenomenal as far as a prop firm to use, but eventually I want to get to where I have 100, 150, 200,000 in here, and I'm playing big boy money on my own, and
yeah,
I can trade 2 or 3 days a week and make what I want to make, and not have to worry about requesting a payout or waiting for approval or all that good stuff. So,
amen.
let's see. Just looking through. Nothing crazy. No news, nothing boring. You could have chased this a tad bit here and you'd be up a little, but I wouldn't feel comfortable there. So it's one of the reasons we don't chase. We've got 2 minutes till open. So at this point now, we will wait for the next opportunity that presents itself, and that's where we'll go from. That is where we will go next. Just catching up on see if I see anything else anywhere. Oh, not seeing anything. ECB's not falling interest rate should ease debt burden. This is all the European Central Bank stuff. A gradual, steady, and predictable reduction in interest rates to their neutral level. Signs that the resilience of the labor market is waning. Yeah, everybody's.
That's a cut hint.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, we should have it's going to be interesting to see when we have the jobs data come out this week, what kind of move we get off of it. Because you saw everything yesterday, they talked about the jobs a lot again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we pretty much decided that jobs is where we're going to look to see our next move or what we can get off of it. What we could get off of it.
30 seconds in the open. Got a pretty strong move. I mean, right to the bottom of that zone you drew.
Yep.
Which is good confirmation that we may come back down, retest it, and see what we do. And ding, 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 ding.
There we go. There it is. So if we go up, we're going to get a bullish signal on the candle by candle.
These are candles you definitely wait to close.
Absolutely.
You don't mess around with the opening candle until it closes. Now.
Yeah, MO, and this is kind of what we've been noticing. We noticed yesterday too. So S&P 500 was negative 290 million. So obviously we get a pop on open. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
NASDAQ is plus 2 million. The Dow was negative 60 million. The MACD was negative 2 million. So see a pop, then I think you're going to see some of these short orders come through, which is what we're seeing now. It's almost like, I mean, it's almost like we can predict a move sometimes. Huh?
Tell you.
You get
Getting
that
the
initial
air.
pop.
Yeah, and then you're coming down. Look at that.
Yeah.
I tried to sign up for Webull and getting an error, so I'll try it again later today.
What is it? What kind of error are you getting?
It's not with your link. It's just like I'm looking in the console. They're having some technical difficulties. Every time I submit the form to link my phone number, it's just giving me an error. Holy mackerel. Okay, well, I would say this is a nice setup if it wants to. So playing candle by candle, and let's assume, 4 minutes is a long time, 3 minutes is a long time. I've made a kid in that time. So let's assume that this candle stays bearish. The earliest you could enter a trade would be
technically you don't have a candle by candle here.
Oh, that's right, because the previous candle was red. Got it.
Yeah. I mean, could you still trade it as a candle by candle? Absolutely. You would look for it to come back around this area. If we get a close down here, you would look for it to test this bottom. And then you could, if you see a weakness here, once it gets up here, you could take it, but you're changing the rules slightly a little bit, but you're probably getting the same results out of it, I would assume. So
yeah, I mean, nothing a time interval change can't fix, right?
Right.
Just go to the time interval that proves your bias and your thesis correct.
That's right. Me and Roy was looking yesterday, and we were getting so close. He said, "Look at a different time frame. See if we can get it somewhere else." But that's where your bias comes in, though, when you're looking for a trade.
Exactly. Yeah. When you get down to the 15-second one, it may not be a good. You ventured a little too far.
Yeah, we actually looked at the 15-second one. So there you go. For all you crackheads out there.
I mean, big candle for 15 seconds. I mean,
look at the play it gave you there. Wow.
I know.
Okay.
No, that would give me too much anxiety.
And look, honestly, if you're trading a candle by candle, once your candle closed, you can swap to a 1 minute to get a really good entry.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with that. That's actually a really good way to do it, but you've got to get the confirmation. See, we didn't get this candle closed below this, so
yeah,
that's why you got to be patient and wait.
And of course, another strategy could have been used for the zone and taking that, and still can be used on the zone. So we're trying to not mix too many strategies to confuse ourselves. And because really, when you start mixing strategies, it's not really doing yourself a service except just formulating a bias that you want to be right.
Yep.
I am guilty of that.
We know about all the strategies now. Like all of them. We've tried them all. We're typically you're looking, your candle by candle is going to be one of your better ones, and then your supply and demand zones. If you're trading technical analysis, that's going to be your ones that are, I think, are your best ones. Then you start looking at like trend breaks and stuff like that. You've got a list. Can you use more than one strategy to trade a day? Absolutely, but you got to be careful. Like Roy said, you can start mixing those strategies to make it fit whatever your bias is. So that's why we're just looking at candle by candle. Candle by candle has no bias. Like,
yeah,
if it gives us a bullish one here, we're going to take it. Whether we're right, wrong, or different, we're going to take the trade. So whatever it shows here is what we're going to take, no matter what we think.
Pretty good opening range on that 5-minute candle too. About 10 points. So you can get yourself stuck in a bad trade if you rush this.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush. There's no need for it, right? I mean, there's plenty of things to do. So plenty of opportunities during the day. So there's no need to rush it. And we are just a minute in right now on this next candle, possibly setting up another one. That was not, yeah. So you're gonna share that?
Yeah, I'll share. Good info here about lead. Welcome, lead. So perfect.
And look, I'm gonna tell you, yelling is hit or miss.
It was a tough times, man. I didn't trade very well last week.
Yeah. we got it set up to Roy's futures account. So.
But yeah, back to your point. Yellen is unpredictable. I mean, she's not unpredictable in that everybody.
Well, it's just hit or miss whether she's going to move the market or not.
Right. It's whether the market.
Like she's liable to go out there and not say anything.
Yeah.
And then she's liable to go out there and say something that, hey, we're giving all our money to Israel and Ukraine, so see y'all. We're no longer a country.
One positive with Yellen is she brings out the best impersonation out of the Maverick of Wall Street ever. If you ever followed him,
I haven't seen that.
He does a fantastic Yellen impersonation. But she's a pretty polarizing figure for both the markets and for many. So it's always a 50-50 of whether people care what she says or not.
Yep. And being today, there's not really much going on. I mean, they could actually care about what she says today.
Yeah, it could be spicy. So
look we got a lot of orders sitting right below that zone that, unless they move them, could hold it up there again. So
I'm going to do a quick Mag 7 check. So let's see what we got here. Going over to Apple is starting red down 1.5%. So it had a nice strong day yesterday. Video was just unbelievable yesterday. So no surprise here that it's cooling just a hair, but even not really that much based on what it moved. I mean, just unbelievable. You just got down to 142 and people are like, oh my gosh, what a deal. And they bought it up. Microsoft's on a move. So it's getting some momentum. So if you look after yesterday, it actually had a nasty dip down to 413. And it has just
didn't they have some news yesterday too? Some partnership or something when they did something?
I didn't see it, but I assume so based on that move. I mean, they are obviously a big player in the AI stuff as well. So any AI news there is going to send it. But wow, what a move. That's a very profitable move for anyone that got into Microsoft calls yesterday. Google on a move. Hip, hip, hooray. I own some of this. Let's see if they can get a sustained move.
Then Microsoft launched AI agents deepening rivalry with Salesforce. So they're competing with Salesforce now. So yeah. One thing about financial juice that you guys can realize, you can just search a ticker and it gives you all the news and actually gives you their ticker and everything about them. So
beautiful. So we got Amazon moving up. A little tick up, but it's starting down on the day. Meta, similar situation, basically flat on the day, down to just 35 cents. Tesla, Tesla.
You got a bullish. Oh no, you're not. You did that in the last 10 seconds. Are you really gonna do that last 10 seconds?
Indecision candle.
Oh, that is so horrible. It looks so pretty.
So we wait. Tesla on the move up. Can't quite break that 220. It's having a hard time with that over the last few days. Scrolling down. Let's go to the VIX. VIX is back over 19. Interesting play here. Interesting spot. We'll see if there's any sort of upward move for it to get past 20 on any sort of strong move down. I posted some nuclear plays in here. Me and Led are looking through that, mainly Led, but so they're on my radar. Keep an eye on as nuclear gets hot. No pun intended. Market tide. Whoa. Still early. Of course, these can swing very strongly, but you've got calls up, puts down, call volume rising. And refresh this. SPY holdings, you got both above the zero line with calls in charge. So that's your quick rundown on the old stock market. And we're getting well, Monty, is this a bearish potential?
Technically, yeah, you've got a bearish engulfing candle, so yes. But we still got 3.5 minutes. You remember? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. No bias, but I would prefer the previous candle to be a little bit more girthy.
What you want to see is you want to see it come back up to this range, and since it's so tight, you could actually wait to see if it breaks here before you enter. If it does give you that, so if it breaks the body of this candle the upside, it probably would not be worth the trade. So,
okay. Cash you let,
but it hadn't closed yet, so.
Yeah, we still got some time. Tesla earnings are tomorrow after hours, and you've got Boeing and somebody else in the morning. Boeing, AT&T, and Coca-Cola in the morning is tomorrow, and then Tesla after hours and IBM tomorrow after hours. So that's your big earnings for the week. Stay cautious if anyone's playing those names or expecting any bigger move.
Remember, guys, we are on the road to 500 subscribers, so please like and share, subscribe, share with your friends, turn your notifications on, let that little bell ring when we go live. Where we're at, 500, help us get there. Please share with your friends, your enemies, your foes, whatever. We need it out there. We've got another banner that is back accurate today. Roy is back sucking at college football picks. He missed both of them, but the main one, the worst one is the college one. So
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
And this is why you wait for a candle close and why you don't rush trades.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's some volume on that little push up.
Yeah, and the zone is holding like a champ. So
yeah.
Zone is holding like a champ.
By golly, NVIDIA 144.
That didn't last too long, did it?
No. Can't hold a good soldier down, right?
That is correct, sir.
Microsoft is going for it, man. It's approaching that 422.50. Oh, we have that 425. If it breaks that, look out. A couple weeks ago.
Dug into it in a while. All right, this is going to be it could be if it closes here, a very weird candle. You're getting an engulfing candle. If you was to take it, of course, if it finishes engulfing, looks like it actually might not now. Who knows? If it does, if you do take a trade, you got to be tight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you're playing it, you're looking to.
It gave you the close right on. I am going to not take a trade on this one.
No. Now this candle could be the nice one.
I don't even get excited with I mean, you just saw a minute ago. We had 20 seconds left, and it was a beautiful bullish engulfing, and it closed ugly as could be. So
yeah. I think that is probably the best advice anybody can give a trader is wait for the candle to close.
I'm mixed on it. It depends on what strategy I'm doing.
Yeah.
This strategy, absolutely, you got to wait for the candle to close. A lot of times, if you're trading a zone or a level, you can't, like, if you wanted an entry, like let's say you're trading this zone down here, right? This candle is a perfect example. It came down. If you waited for this candle to close, you have lost 62.25, 6 points. So,
yeah. Let's see. All right, hard mode is on right now. Doesn't look like any sector in particular is moving. Just Mag 7 except Apple. Well, Mag 7's all it needs. But yes, I agree. Hard mode is on right now, and you're kind of seeing the candles play that. Just
yeah.
Yeah, you got a VWAP test there and a rejection.
Yeah, I was going to say a nice rejection at VWAP. So what do you? We still got 3 minutes on this, and this is 2 minutes in on this candle. So.
See if there's anything in nuclear I like. Not quite yet. Let it simmer.
We got 7 likes, so let's make sure we get the likes up. Like, subscribe. Let's get this up. Let's break 500. We'll do a giveaway. Me and Roy's going to talk about it in the next day or two because the way we're going, we possibly could break 500 this week. So we definitely need to come up with a game plan of what we're going to do. We talked about some interesting stuff, so we got to reach out to some people to see if we can do what we'd like to do. But we'll find out. So,
yeah.
Do you want to reach out to them, or do you want me to reach out to them?
I'll reach out to him today.
Okay.
I'll reach out to
You're probably more diplomatic than I would be.
Nothing old chat CCP can't help out with.
You know me, I'd be like, give me some stuff.
Meow. But you may have a better reputation with them, given the.
I don't know sometimes.
that there's an idea.
I would have to. Yeah, you got to get it sent out somewhere. So
yeah, we get a autograph a Propel bottle.
That's what we do. We give an autographed Propel bottle away.
Yeah. Half drink it though. I can't be full. We'll give away the full one in 1,000 subscribers. All right, so we got an upward wick. You got a candle closing in the next minute. It looks like it will qualify for a long.
Let's wait and see. Wait and see. Yes, as of right now, it's looking positive, but it was looking positive the same time frame a minute ago too.
Right.
Lad, you send me your address. I promise you, I will send you a half. I'm gonna eat half the chicken Big Mac, then I'm gonna send you half the bottle too. Send me your address. Now, whether the post office stops before it gets there, I don't know.
That's funny. It's McDonald's food. Even the insects don't like it, so I think you'll be all right.
I really like the chicken Big Mac, but it's not something I really want to go back and get another one of. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? It's really good, but it's just
yeah. I think it's the messiness, the job.
It is horribly.
It's a process. It's a process. All right, so we got this. So now you're looking at an entry.
Yeah, you would look for it to come somewhere in. Now, I didn't have. This is not precise here, but you want to come somewhere around this level down here. And you could possibly draw it from there, this previous candle. So you got a zone there. I want to come back a little further. So I'm going to leave this one here to see if it comes back close. Test these EMAs here. Then I would take them along there. See if we can pop it back up. I need a tad bit more out of it. Let's say 58.69. We'll put it there. Looks like you're going to get it. You got to take away.
There's your flow.
Ooh. That is ugly, 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 ugly.
Yeah. So your long play will have some heat, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna put it
Excuse me.
Here. And then 73. That'll be our 2. Let's see if we can get either one of those filled. And then if we hit her, we're gonna do that candle there. So we're risking $500 here. The flow was ugly, and then I got something covering up. CVD is ugly too, just so you know. You got these huge, look at these orders right here, though. My gosh. Those are huge orders sitting there. That's a few mils sitting right there waiting. But hey, guys, we're in a trade. We have our take profit set. We have our risk set. So we have nothing to worry about. If it comes down and hits us, it hits us. And we've still got plenty of room to trade to make these accounts back up. So it's no big deal on this. So that's one great thing about candle by candle. Typically, your stops are going to be tighter than they normally would be. So you're not risking as much as you would on a normal trade. This looks like it's wanting to come down and take us out, but we've seen it get close before and not do it, but you can see how close we are. That is super close.
Yeah.
Now it's going to give us, here's the issue. So if it gives us this bearish engulfing here, and it does not stop us out, which it looks like it probably will, but if it doesn't, when we pop back up to entry, I would just hit reverse and swap it and go down. If it gives us that. So it hasn't given us that yet. So
your SPY holdings just had a little bit of a pump fake, if you will. Like up, down, round and around. Similar on the regular SPY. You got a little down tick in puts, which could be leading to this little pop up. If it can hold, we're looking at Mag 7. Nothing really sticking out of the side there.
You had some Bank of England news. Rate cutting should remain cautious and gradual. And then as soon as that news came out, we got a pop. So I'm assuming that the Dixie popped with that news. And the market's moving with the dollar.
That is...
I just did not even realize that we've actually scaled out of one of our...
Yeah.
So for all that negative talk, booyah.
Booyah. Yeah, Dixie had a nice green candle up.
Yeah.
And you're looking at 104.06 on Dixie. I don't know the last time you looked at it, but
I've got it on the screen right here.
That's a healthy move in the old Dixie. I took along with you. I closed it out $116 on an XFA.
Good trade, sir.
112, I think. 112.
I'm still not liking this move. We're going to move this stop. So since we did get it, we're going to move it back up to even. If it stops us out here, we're going to pretty much be flat on the day. I just don't like to move back. I don't like to give up. So that one is now DED dead.
And this candle looks
Yeah,
like it has
and
potential.
this is why we got out of. So it's actually giving us a very good bearish engulfing now. Like I said, we still got 4 minutes, so anything can happen in 4 minutes. But I was not risking to go back down and lose, have a big time losing trade there. So we were down a few $100 on the day on the first play we tried. We're down $16 now, so we got some back there. So
wait for the zone. Thank you guys. I'm one and done, locked and loaded. Nice
there you go.
job, man. It is 8:56 and you were done for the day. Absolutely great. Same to you, good sir. Good luck. Trade well. Thank you. Thank you. That's the one beautiful thing about trading I've found with the community is we're all on the same team, not trying to go against each other.
Yep.
We're no reason to be, anti a strategy or anything like that. If one wins, we all can win. If one loses, we all can lose. So
Except Cashy App, I hate ICT. So I don't hate
it's not personal, but it is.
Yeah.
And to be frank, I hate college football picks right now. So
that's the Florida State coming out in you now.
Yeah, Cash is a fib guy.
There you go.
He's a fib guy. There we go.
We're just giving you a hard time.
Yeah. So wait for this. I'm going to put this comment up because confession for me yesterday is I overtraded yesterday and I let a green day go red when I should have just simply locked and been done. So one of the things you have to learn about yourself is use the resources to help you save yourself from yourself. So very good. Just lock it, move on, enjoy your day. You've done good today.
Yeah, guys, just remember, overall, we are in a downtrend. Very nice downtrend. So let's look at the 15 minute. 15 minute, it takes it out further. Go to the hourly, still takes it out further. So we've got a really good downtrend going. So
yeah, and this candle,
again, this is so insane.
I'm going to flip over to Tide real quick. You'll see that puts dropping off as well now. So both are below the zero line. Calls are trending up, but kind of doing that stair step kind of look to it. And then got spaghetti here on holdings, but puts did fall pretty rapidly. And so we got a minute left on this candle. It's hanging out in this zone or near it and around VWAP. So potential reversal candle on Dixie. I don't know if I have that chart handy. I do need to add it though.
Yeah.
Dixie. We'll try this one. Yeah, so you got a 5-minute kind of reversal look there. Let's move this guy up. Let's also look at the markets here. See what sectors are moving. So you got energy green, consumer staples green, and then everything else red with industrials getting plopped. Microsoft is taking over the top spot of net premium with NVIDIA not even listed. No, that can't be right. No way. No way. Unusual Whales is great, but there's no way NVIDIA is not on this list. I refuse to believe it.
This is actually, so it actually technically gave us it's a weak signal, so I'm not taking it, but that is engulfing the previous. I'm not doing it. You can keep that to yourself.
I've personally, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with candle by candle, but I do enjoy the candles that have a little bit more body to them.
Yes,
These wiki ones are really, really difficult.
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh, cool. I sold Neo yesterday, and it's up 3% today. So fantastic.
That's the way it goes, isn't it?
Sold the bottom. That's very fun. Still got Oxy. It's starting to show a little bit of life again, so that's good.
Yeah. We're just not getting.
It's chop. I mean,
trades, but
I'm going to imagine that yelling at 10:30 or 9:30 Central is causing some hesitation on both parties. Shorts and longs.
Goldman remains bearish on nat gas despite colder winter forecasts.
Nat gas. Talk about it. I've traded it in the past, and they call it the Widowmaker because it doesn't make any sense.
There's a reason.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense. I thought I had nat gas pegged, and it, I was like a cocky guy trading AMD. I just couldn't quite nail it down, even though I thought I did.
Hey, well, I've got somebody here, so give me a minute to find out what's happening, and I'll be right back.
No problem. All right, so we're looking at ES. If you're doing candle by candle, this technically doesn't qualify because your previous candle was red, but you're actually getting a candle with some body here so far. Still got 2 minutes left in the candle. Yeah, to be honest, guys, our range here has been super tight, so it's just kind of ping-ponging around. There's no breakouts up or down. So you're in a slight downtrend overall, but you're kind of in a mini uptrend, I guess you'd say, since the open. Looking over to Mag 7, Apple's red, NVIDIA doing NVIDIA things. Slightly red, basically flat. This is your winner. Holy mackerel. There's your 425 break, and why we said 425 was important. I had drawn a little wedge on this, but this is kind of like all this consolidation area. This is the daily chart. You see it just kind of battled. So if it can break through all this noise, it would coincide with the break of the wedge. It could have a nice run up at least to 440. It's a lot of money getting moved on Microsoft. Strong move. Just needed a reason. Found it with some news today. Google going up. Keep on climbing. Amazon getting some life, going to green. So it's going to retest 190. Let me see the daily on Amazon. Right, so it's just kind of been stuck, really, in this kind of call it 185 to 190 range for better part of a week. So let's see if it wants to commit to a move one way or the other. Meta, slightly green on the day, basically actually flat on the day. A little bit of a potential downtrend or flag. Keep an eye on that. Poor Tesla. Just can't get going. Had its event, gap down, and then just kind of just hanging out. So let's look at VIX. Go to the shorter time frame, 5 minutes. VIX in a downtrend in the short time frame. So you're seeing the market trying to test VWAP here. So candle by candle, nothing here. Nothing here. At least on that strategy. You're getting a VWAP test and reject so far. This will be the 1, 2, 3, 4th straight candle that it's tested it.
I'm
Got
back.
market tide. Whoa, market tide. So calls are rising. Puts are falling.
CVD is popping.
And the market is popping. And we just broke view. Oh, there it goes. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, broke VWAP. What was to say? I was just saying there was really nothing there candle by candle wise. And it was testing VWAP and it rejected for the 4th straight candle. And then it just.
So, Roy, if you look back, go to my screen real fast.
Yeah, get you on the screen.
Right here. Mm-hmm. This was the one that never broke this low.
Mm-hmm.
That was your candle by candle there that we missed. I think we actually talked about it too and didn't take it. So
hooray. That was a pretty strong pop. Any news?
Yeah, now you want to see if this trend zone, right? It popped right above it, but came right back into it. So
yeah. Okay, so LED posted this, not seeing anything but rotation at risk and into max. And then Dickard, good job on the VWAP break. I tell you, I do that so much, but a win's a win. I didn't see that pop coming. I didn't. There was nothing
most
that
people
suggested me. Yeah. Yeah, this tide, I guess, could have hinted at it. If you flip back over to that. So you could see it kind of breaking over, and SPY was just kind of still trending flat. But you saw the separation here, and then bam. So always hindsight. So now we're entering your downward channel.
Yeah.
So, and this is one hell. I mean, I guess you could. I know the last candle is technically green, but it's basically an indecision candle.
Yeah, I mean, you could trade that I personally think you could take that as a candle by candle. If we get some kind of pullback here, you definitely could do it, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking for.
I know you were away, but look at this thing. Microsoft.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then we get a big pullback just now for some reason.
Yep. Well, wow.
Yeah.
Right back to VWAP.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Dickard. Even though you didn't get the full move, you didn't get it stuck with possibly going red on a trade.
Now with that huge wick, you've got to think: is it worth a candle by candle?
Well, you still got some time before yelling. You got 20 minutes, but yeah. Dickard.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
It's I would have liked it to touch VWAP at least.
VWAP is right at the top of that last red candle too. So,
oh, come on, man! Don't be a dirty.
I did get a long field on the Weevil account.
All right. How's CVD? Dickard's saying it's going negative.
It was negative 3,000. It's come all the way back. It got almost back to zero. Now it's back to 1,100.
Here's your tide. You had a spike and then you got a kind of a dip down.
So, Dickard, what you're seeing now, you're seeing CBD move with the current order. So you're not really seeing a huge move on it, in my opinion. So,
could this also be potentially short covering heading into Yellen?
Yep. Very well could be. We're decently green, nothing crazy. We're trading MES and we're 1 and 2 at a time, so it's not like we're going to get rich in the live account. But we are trying to be consistent and hit $20 here or there, and that adds up on the day. So we're going to actually cut this order too. I don't like it now after we've gone this long.
It's gone up.
We're not getting a pop up above that trend zone, so can't get the break in the move. We get the break, we could get a halfway decent move. Book mount 58.80 is a tough level. We saw that yesterday. 58.90, and then after that, there's not much doing, and 58.70 to the downside. So,
yeah,
I think Leg called it best when he said that this is definitely hard mode this morning.
Yep.
Definitely hard mode. But this is what we do.
Well, and if you're not in a trade, you're not stressed out about the trade, right? So don't put yourself in a stressful position if you don't feel 100% convinced.
If you're getting stressed on a position anyway, you're too leveraged.
Yeah.
The key is to get into something that it doesn't stress you. Like I said, that might be trading micros, whatever is comfortable for you. That's the main thing. You got to be comfortable with what you're in, because a lot of times you tend to panic if you're not. So,
right.
CBD is gone. It went positive for a second there. Dicker, that's what I was telling you. You can't just CBD it's moving with the orders right this second, so you're not getting a clean move of what could come. Would love to see a break here of this trend zone and hold and get us to sustain move up. Another thing about Weevil is very easy to move your take profit and stop loss too. So,
yep,
that is always a good thing.
Beautiful move. Beautiful move. It's going to break your channel. Oh, excuse me. It's gonna break your channel and maybe retest and potentially bounce.
Yeah, we just
Nice.
scaled one. We're up. We were $50 up. Let's come back some. We just scaled one out, so we'll see on the personal account.
Your 5-day moving average is at 58.91. So I know you've got that marked. So I just wanted to reinforce it for you.
We've got to get I got to get an edit button so I can cuss you and edit it out. I got a mute button, but I want to beep.
What you need is we need to make the text banners so you can just, and you can edit it, the word that you want to use.
That's right. So we talked about that 58.80 area with the orders, and you can see where we can't get a close above that 58.80. Like it went up right above it, it came right back. I popped those orders right there back at it. So I would love to see a move up to 58.90. That would make my day. But we are waiting, sitting and waiting, seeing. The play this morning looked like it was just this zone, though. This zone, it got this zone, giving you a couple opportunities to take out of it.
Yeah.
Is Tide showing anything crazy now?
It's popping up again. So we had a drop down, kind of pop up. We got puts kind of popping up, but again, puts trending down, calls trending up, and then holdings. You kind of had the pop, but your call volume is definitely dominating. So it's definitely biased to the upside, which kind of makes any sort of pullback a viable option. Obviously, if you get a bearish engulfing here, it changes everything. But looking at Mag 7, I mean, Microsoft still nonstop, not a green candle or not a red candle in sight, which is pretty remarkable given that it's been almost an hour since the open. Apple's starting to curl up. Nvidia says we don't care about anything. Google's been very strong. It's moving up really good. I think I had news. Amazon broke 190, so Mag 7's really getting the bids here. Yeah, so I would say any sort of, see how bold we are. But I imagine if it can hold VWAP here, I mean, you've got a cluster here, VWAP at the 8, 20 ribbon. I mean, it's all together here, so. Still got a minute left on this candle. I would imagine it would take a lot to break through that cluster. But
if you glance over at, you got crimson color everywhere.
I mean, you're getting now to the 10-minute mark of yelling. So you may have gotten your day traders taking some profits there on that pop. And now will you get another burst of shorts covering heading into Yellen, or is everybody happy with where they are? So how do you read this candle? I mean, obviously this is right at the knife's edge of an engulfing. You still got 10 seconds on it.
I'm waiting to see where it closes. If it closes below that candle body, it's a signal. If not, yep, it didn't close below it. So technically, if you're trading a candle by candle, you can't take it there.
Yeah.
Might play out, but just going by the strategy alone, it's hard to take that spot there. Looks like it's wanting to play out. Now Dicker CBD is popping negative. negative 1800.
It's holding VWAP. It looks like it wicked off of the 8. We'll see if it can have any sustainable buying here. Interesting spot. Interesting spot.
Yeah, we got out of the long on the personal. Ended up actually taking a very small loss on it when it was said and done. So very well could get a breakdown here. If it breaks this level, this 8 and VWAP here, could very well see a very good move back down to lower day.
Mm. Looking at Tide, you got calls coming down, put slightly rising. Calls still in control though. You got holdings, similar situation. And you've got market currently battling all of these lines as well.
Yep. I mean, they could tank this thing really easily, really quick. So you got to be careful.
And there it may go.
Like I said, they could tank this thing really quick. But they're going to hold it up. The 21 is
There you
going to
go.
hold
Look,
it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, maybe it's not going to hold it. It's going back for a test it again. CVD is popped negative 3,000 now. So we're seeing some. You're seeing some orders coming in that could push this thing down. But they popped it right back up again.
Nvidia has gone red.
What's going red in Nvidia?
Nvidia, yeah. They looks like it went back, tested VWAP, and then kind of popped right off of it. So we'll see if it has any continuation. Market
Even though
back
it's
above VWAP.
CVD's holding pretty well. So 26, negative 26 on this pot. Well, and then just went to negative 2,000. So we could scratch that.
So we got 45 seconds left on this candle. And I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest.
I'm not making anything of it. I'm going to leave it alone. Typically, what you would love to see playing candle by candle, right? You would love this to close somewhere down here. Then you get a little green one. And then you get, if you're looking for the downside, right? Then you get a bearish engulfing and then replay it down. So, and that is putting by. You could trade it the other way. If you get this one, then get a green bullish engulfing. You have to take it the other way. There's just it's negative 3,000 again. There seems to be just a lot of pressure coming in to the low side. Seems to be building. Even when it turns green, you're still seeing the CVD build to the negative side right now. Which lets you know that they're setting something up.
Are they about to? Did they just basically say screw it? Just we couldn't push it down, so run it up.
You just had some orders pull too, and we just went to negative 3,500 and CBD that quick.
Well, you're getting out the final candle before yelling. So I would expect.
And I'll
some
let you know
fireworks
if we see orders clear. You know, that's when you can. Something could change, but as of now, there's no orders clearing. So. And this daggum VWAP just gonna hold like a champ though, and it can't get the close below it.
Hands off the wheel. Video back green.
Something else to notice: this trend zone is holding up like a champ too, isn't it?
That was a last minute addition too, if I recall.
Yeah. Are they going to push us below negative 4,000 for yelling speech on CVD?
Market tide. I'll flip back over to that. We got calls kind of trending down, puts kind of trending up. Call volume staying elevated though. You've got similar story here on holdings, just kind of snaking around as we approach this event. Looking over, let's see the VIX. There, you get the VIX kind of maybe found a little bottom, had a bullish candle there. So see if it is a reversal candle. Dixie holding its gains, so it's moved up and it's holding its gains. Back to Mag 7, just kind of chopping around. Not really much changing here, except Microsoft just wanting to keep setting new daily highs. Google could be topping out here. We'll see. Amazon with a very strong over 190. Now, we talked a few minutes ago. I think actually, Monty, when you stepped away, we looked at Microsoft's daily or Amazon's daily chart, and within the last few weeks, it's been just chopping in this 185, 190 range. So you could potentially have a little breakout from this zone to see it push up maybe $5 more. Meta, go back to the daily chart, having a nice recovery from its drop in the morning. And Tesla with a nasty candle that just happened. Oy.
Yeah.
So Tesla not looking good. And that is your momentum into earnings too here, guys. So that's a one to keep an eye on. This is a signal of what these names are going to do heading into earnings. All speculation, of course. Going back to ES, and it's gonna be a VWAP when Yellen talks.
Yep. A little pop there on the next candle. It always amazes me. So you have a candle and it's pushing down. The next candle and it pops right up. Like, where did the guys go that were pushing it down? Stop. New candle, stop. We're starting over.
We're done, guys. Our work here is done. Your shift's up.
That's right. It's strange to me how that happened, but hey, it's true. decent pop. CBD is kind of climbing. Yellen is speaking now. We will unveil strong new Russia-related sanctions as soon as next week, targeting intermediaries aiding Moscow's Ukraine war machine.
Okay. Cool.
So her first statement is sanctions on Russia.
I have no idea even where she's speaking. Or
At 9 o'clock we did. I didn't even realize that. I forgot we had the Richmond Fed index came out at 14, negative 14. Projected was negative 17. Previous was negative 21. So, and that came out right on that pop. That's what the pop was, I guess. Makes
there
sense.
we go.
Something that we thought would be a nothing burger actually moved the market a little. So let's see what all Yellen has to say. I don't know how long she's speaking. Don't know how long she is speaking for. I don't even know what she's actually speaking for. Do you know what she's speaking
Yeah,
for?
that's how I was. Let me just do the old Google machine.
Our IRS announces higher capital gains tax brackets for 2025. Single filers can earn up to $48,350, and married couples $96,700 in taxable income, while paying 0% on long-term capital gains.
Okay, interesting. Tune in as I deliver remarks. There we go. We don't have the audio of it, but tune in as I deliver remarks at the start of the IMF News and World Bank annual meetings.
So actually, I've got
finance ministers to discuss
some decent numbers here for the IRS if anybody's interested.
Hit it. I got Yellen on the screen though, but
if you make $626,350, 37% capital gains tax. Over 250 is 35%. This is all single people, by the way. 197,300 is 32%. 103,000, 24%. 48,000 is 22%. 11,000, you still pay 12% of your salary in. And incomes for below that is 10%.
Wow.
So there, yeah. Wow's right.
Wow. We have to do a video on that. Just like a nice infographic.
Yes. Actually, I can share the video. I'm gonna share the picture anyway.
Yeah.
I saved it. Let's see. We need to have. I guess we need in our Discord to make a tax room, but no tax advice.
Yeah.
Tax advice is a big one. Some big time trouble.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Let's see if I can put it in here. That would be maybe our question. Huh. I guess you can't put pictures in chat. Interesting.
Come on. It's all right. New candle here is green. Potential. Still got 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's just me itching for some action.
Yeah, what are we? I've taken one trade today in here, and
Yeah.
I've taken 2 trades in the Weevil account. I'm Slightly red in Weeble and slightly red in this one.
Got a little uptick on calls here. Puts are kind of dropping a bit. Similar on holdings. Let's see. Mag 7. Oh my, Microsoft. 429.
Strong, strong, strong.
I mean, those they've 413 yesterday, 429. Your options, if anyone got into that, are feasting today. Google up, Amazon still trading. Meta looks like it wants to boogie. Tesla said not so fast. Well, what is holding? Yeah, you only got two sectors that are green.
That is
So
crazy.
as strong as Mag 7 is, tech is still red. So all the underlying stuff, as Led was saying, you're just getting rotation into Mag 7. Safety. Yeah, you're not seeing a pop in VIX. I mean, well, I guess you haven't seen a pop since open, really. I mean,
Right.
here's your night open, and then it's just kind of trended down since open.
I did check in the other old property firm. I made $300. I took the VWAP rejection there, so took a little heat before it came back, and I cut it as soon as we made decent profit on it. So
Nice.
So I closed out at $253.20 per account. So that's not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
We try to take a few trades in this other one, so one or two is about all I want today.
You know, little attention here and there.
Yeah, and I'll do some stuff there I won't do in the regular one.
I think we caught that on camera last week.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it worked out though, didn't it?
It did. It did.
From that point on, I mean, we had a phenomenal week in this stupid thing. So. Oh, it's just so frustrating. I want to do it on TopStep so everybody can see it happen. That's where I want to do it, where we hit the big $3,000 move. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick. We are getting a possible bullish candle here. I don't like the wick up top, but we are getting it. Is the price
looking
back to orders on that pop? I don't know which pop what orders we're talking about. So not sure what we're talking
price
about.
Came back to fill those orders. So I think he's suggesting is it where their orders sitting down there. Did they just get filled and now up we go?
Orders are moving. Top side, bottom side. They're putting orders in when it's getting close. They're moving them, so you're not seeing the huge. Like when you see there's a 393 lot order sitting there. When it gets close, most of that order is going to end up moving, so you're not actually seeing those get bought or sold. Seeing a lot of order moving.
That candle ended pretty ugly right at the end there.
Yep. Really ugly right at the end there. So. Hurry up and wait.
Let's see. Market tide. Nothing.
Yes, I mean CBD is negative 18. It went all the way to negative 3,000 at one point. So she is still alive. 8 minutes she's been speaking. See if we get a rejection here at VWAP again, or if it pops above it this time.
I don't like these wicks before it at VWAP.
I'm with you. These wicks are telling me that we got more downside coming, is what I'm seeing. It seems like every pop is getting sold right back down.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look back, we had that big green candle at 9:05, huge wick up top, and then a green candle right behind it. So
it's just like it likes this cluster. Just all the there's a mess there. So
and this is right at orb high day too. So orb high.
Yeah. So let's just Amazon back under 190, 189.90.
Here we go with the view. We get the break this time, or do we reject back down? And these moves have been happening like the last minute to 30 seconds of the candle is the crazy thing about it. I mean, we got 2 minutes now. We coming back pretty good. So that's this. We're definitely still on hard mode. We're not getting a ton of help from CBD. Book maps just kind of got orders everywhere. So, I mean, if I was just to guess, I'm assuming that we keep this downtrend going since that's can't break that downtrend level, that zone. So, I guess until this is actually broke and closed, you can't hold anything long for too long. So
look at that candle. Wow.
And what, last minute and a half, here we go.
Jesus.
It's playing out. I mean, it's almost like, hey, just short whatever.
Get near
if you get a green candle, wait for a minute and a half left and then short it and go with it.
That is just what, 5 candles in a row, 6 candles in a row with upward wicks.
Yeah. The 21's holding though. You need the 21 to break for any downside. I'm still hoping we can eventually get down here, but
yeah, not a lot of volume on this candle either. So
no. And you're seeing that with CBD. CBD is just negative 1900. So on this move back now, CBD hadn't changed a ton.
You got puts rising, calls slightly fallen. So you could, I don't know.
We're going to take, so I traded it in the other one. So we're closing those out $506.40 per account. So those are dead.
Ching. That's times 11. Is that right?
That is times 11, correct.
Bada bing, bada boom. Nice job.
And strictly, I played, it was 2 trades off the VWAP is what I traded that one off of. So 3 lots at a time, in and out, moving your take profit with it so you don't do anything stupid.
In, out, hello, goodbye.
Make sure all orders, I'm hitting exit, market, cancel all multiple times. Been burned. I got burned the other day with, actually lost to XFA the other day by doing that stupid thing. So left orders came back and it had hit and lost. It was like, you son of a gun.
Nice candle here. So
it is a nice candle. We're still early. 4 minutes in left. Let's see if we get the pushback like we've been getting. Wow, this time has actually flown by with minimal trades on our end.
Yeah, I'm sitting at plus 125 on the day, just taking a few trades. I did good on the combine. You had mentioned earlier pre-stream we found that candle by candle. But yeah, just haven't really traded too much. I mean, you had that pop of VWAP that was a big move up, but it surprised me. So I didn't get a chance to play it. Now
Yellen, some entities supporting Russia's war efforts in intermediate areas will be designated in new sanctions. So it seems like her whole speech today is about Russia.
yeah, it's well, that's what the tweet said, Here we go. Where'd it go? Annual meeting where I meet finance ministers to discuss topics such as the war in Ukraine, the conflict in the Middle East, and strengthening multilateral development banks. So, not a lot there. Oi!
Wow.
So puts rising, calls falling, about to hit the zero line. Call volume still pretty strong. Now, what do they normally do, Monty? They get right next to each other, and then
for sure.
So we'll see if there's continuation. Got holdings. Holdings have already crossed with puts above the zero line and calls below. So that moved up. A little tick up.
A little tick up.
I got an NQ VWAP test. Let's take a look. Yep, coming in hot.
Just take us to lower day. I want to see lower day.
Nvidia giving it up.
Wow. They're getting
Is that allowed?
That's
that's
we
allowed.
call that
Just destroyed. Oh, Microsoft. Little weakness. Emphasis on little.
Yeah. Seeing a little weakness across everything, to be honest, I think personally, right this second, but
yeah.
You have to order a new mouse. This mouse I have for my MacBook is just, it drives me crazy.
Oh, Tesla just cannot get it going. Just. Yes,
so Yellen says there's a loan to Ukraine not being financed by U.S. taxpayers, but income on Russian assets. But is that still not our money that should be coming in that we're not coming in? I mean,
it's like.
Don't get me started on this.
So.
Hezbollah announces targeting a gathering of Israel soldiers on the outskirts of towns of.
We got a candle here.
Southern Lebanon with a barrage of rockets.
Back up to VWAP, and you're going to get a green candle here to close this out.
Interesting here, though. You're having news coming out, so there's Middle East stuff. So we definitely just had a green, bullish engulfing candle.
Right, stopped below VWAP, so we'll let break it. NQ didn't quite get to VWAP. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah. Because if you get a retracement down here to have your entry in your candle by candle, you could actually call it a rejection of a VWAP. Conflicting strategies.
We're doing the strategy. This is the one we're doing. So we've got order there. Yeah. If it comes back and fills it, we'll see if we get a pop back up. It hadn't liked this level down here, so
yeah. Interesting movement here on side, as you see. We had a cross, back, kiss up. So tide calls back above the zero line, puts below the zero line. And similar scenario on holdings. So NQ battling the 8 as it curls down. ES, though, looking really healthy.
Yeah, we never got our fill. Give it a second here.
Yeah, it's now battling its wicks.
Yep. Dirty dog, you. Dirty dog. Well, we
Just not
can
getting
now
those deep pullbacks on those things.
cancel that order. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. On that middle line there. CBD just went from negative 2,000 to pretty much flat.
Tide just did its thing.
Yeah.
So
Could see a very good move up now. If we got to break this zone. So this has been here numerous times and we haven't got to close above it yet. So that's the frustrating part is look where so it got to 58.72.25. I had an order at 58.71.75. Frustrating. I hadn't been on Weevil in a long time, so I'm having to go through and close out every notification that I've gotten in the last couple of years. That literally, I'm looking at notifications from 2022 that I have not closed out. They're all closed now.
we got the 5-day about
you hush your mouth.
10 to 13 points above us. A little purple guy up there. That is a strong candle that we just missed.
Yep. Very frustrating. That would have made our day. We missed it by, was it 2 ticks?
2 ticks.
CBD is plus 400 now.
Did she stop?
Huh?
Had she stopped her presser?
I don't know.
No, she's still talking. I think the market, though, figured out that it's like whatever.
Yeah.
What a candle. So now what are you looking for?
Yeah, what annoys you is I got one MES long in Weeble. I'm up $20, $30, $35 now on one MES.
Wow.
One MES.
So at 7 points?
Yeah. 7 points. So now, I mean, what you do, well, if we're trading candle by candle, and there's nothing we can do but wait. If you're not trading candle by candle, you could look for it to come back to this middle of the zone. If it holds to pop, to take a long off of it, or to short it coming back through. So
They have successfully flattened out VWAP. So you could see that pull back down, retest it, and then break it up to bend it higher.
yeah.
That is just like clockwork, isn't it? They're gonna touch, they're gonna cross, they're gonna cross.
I mean, look, there was no way that. I mean, they actually crossed. Had momentum both ways. Like Psych. You remember Psych?
Psych. Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
My son started saying it, and I was like, "What?
That's back.
That's back. That's back." So, what's your target for your MES?
I have a take profit set, and it's going to be at the high. Just looking right here. So 58.87.25. Actually, I've got it 58.87.75, so I might even pull that back a tad bit. But I was targeting the top this high here. We need this break. I'm moving the stop up with it, so.
London high is a good target. I agree.
We're going to move the stop. Oh, wow. They will not let you move the stop to break even.
58.87.
This is interesting. So if you move your stop to break even at Weeble, it tells you there's not enough room for your stop. So.
What?
Yeah, that's strange.
Well, there's a personal count. No rules. Don't do rules.
I'm gonna take the rules anyway.
Yeah.
We should be able to put that bad boy in profit and trail it up.
Exactly. Trend line resistance. Yeah, your little channel's still holding up.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Time flies when you're not trading.
Okay, so you just can't put it at break even. You can actually move it into profit, by the way.
You can't put it at break even.
So when I put it at break even, somehow it threw it off and wouldn't take it. But I just moved it in profit and it took it. So.
There's a great little Caesars commercial. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
They had
no rules. It's like no rules, no rules.
They have had some phenomenal commercials.
Yeah, no, they are good. As commercial wise, food wise, I don't mind it. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. You just have to get the stigma of everybody telling you it's horrible or looking down on you for eating it.
Yeah. So here's the deal. So we're never getting these people with a sponsor anyway. So I'm gonna do my dash real quick. So they had Little Caesars over here close to my house, and Little Caesars. You knew what you to expect when you got Little Caesars. It's gonna be okay food. Their little pan pizzas was so close to the original Pizza Hut pan pizzas. They were great.
Yeah.
Loved them.
Yeah.
Well, so anybody knows anything about actually rent is really stupid over here for everything. Anything real estate is extremely high. And rent over here is extremely high. I mean, you're talking about like 10 grand a month for a building, which is stupid for so the people that own the building decided, you know what, we're not going to renew the lease with Little Caesars, and we're going to put our own pizza joint there that serves pizza that's like Little Caesars. But we're going to have ice cream too.
Okay.
It's called Pizza Paradise, and it is horrific. It's horrible. Nothing ever like. It's like they just go to Kroger, Walmart, and buy a bunch of pizzas. Like, here we go. So I'm disgruntled with Little Caesars, and it's not Little Caesars' fault, but they're not here anymore. So
This the new crazy bread is fire, but it's salty. It is salty. I haven't had it. I haven't had it probably in a year, but it's a lot of childhood memories for me because they used to have the rectangle pizzas. I don't know if you remember when you were or before they went like super bankrupt. They had the rectangle pizzas and the crazy bread. I mean, obviously they still have the crazy bread, but
we have a
I don't
pizza
mind. I don't.
called Lost Pizza. Well, it's it's a chain in Mississippi. It started in Indianola around the blues thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a pizza called the Popeye. It's Alfredo base with chicken, onions, spinach. Phenomenal pizza. It's what I ate last night for supper. So we've got that to warm up for lunch today.
That's also a good point too. Of Little Caesars, you can't reheat it.
No,
It's a one and done situation. You there are just certain. You guys have Hungry Howie's there?
No, never heard of it.
Yeah, so Hungry Howie's is kind of a similar thing. Awful pizza, but just good. It's good fresh. It's good fresh.
Now this is good. Now Lost Pizza is good. Some crazy toppings on pizza. And what kind of crazy are you talking about? We got some of the best culinary food you'll ever find anywhere, real easy. Our gas stations are 5-star restaurants compared to a lot of people's real restaurants. Just so you know, I can take you to a gas station. You'll get the best fried chicken you've ever had in your whole life.
Yeah.
We do normal pizza stuff. Normal pizza stuff.
This candle.
California is the one that started with the stupid. Let's put ham on pizza. I mean, not ham, but pineapple.
Pineapple.
It's a disgrace. All right, if we get this break here, we might get the move I'm looking for up. I actually moved the price target up to $58.90, and I'm just going to trail it up. So there's no need to take profits too early. We're going to trail it and see what comes of it. So I actually need to move it up. So I'm moving up to this bottom of this candle. So if we go below this candle,
get your
fried chicken in a gas station. Yep.
Now I will say the best burger I've eaten is at a gas station in Atlanta.
Well, I could take you to it used to be a convenience store. I think she just mainly focuses on burgers and food and stuff now. Mm-hmm. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's about where I grew up going to church at. She's only open Thursday through Saturday, 11 to 1. And the burger, people come from all over the South to try her burgers.
Really?
And they are so good. Yeah. I'm talking about big, juicy, greasy mess. And just fantastic. No frills, nothing fancy. Just a good, messy cheeseburger.
So I got 45 seconds left in this candle, and it's kind of got nasty on us. Thought we had one.
And it hits here. It's going to take me out. It's going to hit my stop. There, go hit my stop there. So we made a little profit on it, though. Hit out. We got a little conservative. Yeah. If I go to California, that is the last thing I'm eating, Roy. Come eat a vegan pizza. Will be the last thing I eat. Last thing.
It tastes just like pizza. Well, why don't you just have pizza? It tastes
Vegans
vegan
me,
chicken nugget. Yeah.
Well, you can eat this. Yeah, but you can't. Okay.
You're not helping the cause here, guys.
At least a vegetarian, you know what you got. It's like you can't eat fish or chicken or you can't eat an egg, but a vegan can. Make that make sense.
That's one of the
58.80. You got just a ton of orders sitting there, and that just seems to be the spot it wants to. 418 orders, 353 right above it, and then you got stacked above that. So we are 10 minutes and 5 seconds. This has been a very boring day. We have talked about food and pizza and everything. We have not gotten a really good candle by candle trade. You can see myself, I'm down $16. on three combines. Let's make sure they all copy the same. Yep. So we're good there. So I think we're going to call it here. Roy, you good with that?
Yeah, I think so. I kind of, as we learn with this candle by candle thing, one comment you had made yesterday that I kind of want to echo for everybody that's following us is the candle by candle method allows you to kind of look at things throughout the day. So maybe the moves for it may not happen while we're streaming, but it's still valid throughout the entire day. Just obviously stick to your rules. Don't overtrade. Don't looking for trouble. Smaller candles, of course, are not as valid and strong, but they're valid, but they may not be as strong. So just
Dirty Harry. 0 for
Yeah.
2, Dirty Harry. 0 for 2. And if you don't know, let's get back to it. Where'd it go? Where did it go?
Yeah.
That's the opposite. Yeah. And Roy sucks at college. We're going to change this next time. It's just going to say
sucks at sports picks. So me getting a college pick right is about as likely as a Mormon having an open bar wedding lately. Just cannot get any sort of momentum going.
Oh.
That's all right. You know what? We show up again and we pick them again later this week. So
that's right. That is right.
So I know you're a baseball guy. You got Dodgers, Yankees. Who you rooting for?
I can't believe I'm fixing to say this, but I'm pulling for the Yankees.
Wow. Going against the room on that one. There's a few Dodger fans in there.
Yeah, I know, and I can't. Nope, I can't do it.
I think the MLB got their dream scenario. So regardless, I think the cheapest ticket is $1,800. Cheapest ticket. So
Roy Easy, he says, "Wow, the evil empire." I can say the same thing for the Dodgers right now.
Yeah, Dodgers the same thing.
Dodgers have taken the Yankees playbook and broke it and added to it. So that's where we're at.
Top two payrolls in the major leagues. Both of them I think are double the average.
Yeah, I mean, you put a salary cap in place, but like, hey, we're going to put a salary cap in place, but just pay a little fine if you go over something.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be a good one, and I look forward to watching. I will pull for the Yankees. I remember back in when 9/11 happened and the whole Yankees, I pulled for the Yankees in the World Series, and I'm like, you know what, I will do the same thing. So it tugs on my heartstrings when I see George Bush come out and throw the first pitch.
Throw a laser.
Yep. Say what you want to about that man, political, whatever. I love that man, love him to death. He could drink more than all of us, and showed up and was pretty strong when the country needed it most. So
I think on that note, was it a good one to stop on? We're getting possibly a candle by candle as we close the stream. So this is actually a good example. Sorry, as we go back through, we got 20 seconds left on this candle, but the body of it is not very big. Body of it's not very big. So,
but you have a couple things working for you here. So, and this, of course, it's not going to give it to us probably, but if it does, you're right here at the zone, right? It's been trying to break out. So now this zone that's been resistance all morning looks to possibly be support now.
Mm-hmm.
The question is support, does it keep running it down on the upside of it?
You got the 8 trending up with it too.
Yeah, we're going to see if it gets in. If it does, well, you see where our stop's going to be. And, of course, it's going to miss us by a tick, it looks like, again. You sturdy dog, you. Have we got one of? I mean, we've got one of these to fill so far today.
And this one is even not even that. Come on, just give it to him.
Oh, it touched it. It kissed it, and like,
Give it to him.
there it is. Risking 262. Go back to that high for the prerogative. So risking 262 to make 1350. That would be a great trade. And tune in tomorrow to see if we win this trade or lose this trade. Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, good sir.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Thank you, guys. We
Always a
appreciate
pleasure.
lots of engagement today. Makes for a fun stream. Makes for a fast stream. So
Yeah.
appreciate it. Go Yankees, Royzy. I'll make sure to wear my Yankee. If I don't have one, I go buy me a Yankees hat over tonight so I can wear it tomorrow for Royzy.
All right, guys. We appreciate it. Glad to be back.
Appreciate it.